Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? What's up, Ashton? What's up, Chantal, aka Lady Persephone? What's up, Egypt Goddess, baby? How you doing? Misha, how you doing, baby? Y'all saw the title. Using mental illness as a reason to behave badly. It's absolutely correct, baby. It's absolutely correct. The title, I always try to put a title to something that makes sense, that's very easy to read, very easy to comprehend. Then I give commentary based on that title. Now, the title, as I said, y'all read what the title was. My thing is this right here. When people use mental illness or try to use mental illness as a reason for them to behave badly, that bothers me because what it does is it waters down the actual individuals who actually do have mental illness or do have things going on with them that they can't control, that they can't deal with within themselves. Now, y'all know what this is going to be about. And people are going to be triggered. People are going to be upset with me. People are going to cuss me out. People are going to unsubscribe. I know all these things already, and I'm okay with all of that. But the truth has to be told. Someone has to be the voice of reason. Someone has to talk about it. Hey, Marie, baby, how you doing? Exactly. Exactly, Marie, baby. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I don't know what I was saying. I'll get to it in a second. But yeah, sorry, I know what I'm saying. Mental illness, y'all. Blame it on mental illness. I'm just playing. I'm joking. I'm joking, y'all. I'm just joking. But you water down or dilute people's empathy and or sympathy for people who actually have these mental illnesses and things that's wrong with them, whatever. Now, I told you guys I work for the school system. I work with the school system um, with children who had cerebral palsy, all types of autism, things of that nature. They were on the spectrum. I worked with, that's what I did for the school system was not. So I have empathy and sympathy for people who have mental disorders, who have physical disorders, and things of that nature. But at the same time, you're not going to play on my emotions because of that. You're not going to play and behave badly because you have something wrong with you. And I understand there's outbreaks and things of that nature, but society really doesn't care about that. And I'm part of society. I told y'all the story where this young man that when I worked for the school system has cerebral palsy. He told one of the teachers that he was going to call the police on them because they wouldn't give him what he wanted. They wouldn't behave the way he wanted them to behave. Now, cerebral palsy is a muscular dystrophy disorder where basically it works with your motorizing skill, your motor skills, and your speech and things of that nature. Some can there that was his. There can be some more severe ones and some less severe ones as well. But he was mentally there. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was saying. He knew they normally are, Chantel. Chantel, they normally are. With autism was that they're extremely bright, they're extremely smart. They're just somewhat socially awkward at times until they're learned or brought into the situation where they can actually interact with people with that. They don't like being touched. They don't like bright lights. All those things like stuff like that. But they're extremely smart, extremely artistic. Well, it's not. Some may be geniuses once you tap into the way of them understanding what's going on. Okay, Misha. So you understand what I'm about to say and how I'm getting ready to break all this stuff down. But back to the story. So when he told the instructor that he was going to call the police on them, they called me in, and I asked them, "What did you say?" He had his head down, trying to play that whole sympathy card with me. And my thing is, no, no, no. Put your head up, look me in your eye, look me in my eye, and tell me what did you say. Oh, people. Oh, yeah. Let me start reading these comments for a second. Let me finish the story, please. So he said what he said. I like get your stuff, stand up, and come with me. He was in school suspension for 3 days because that's where I put him. And when his mom can pick him up or not, I told her, pack him a lunch, get him mentally prepared because he's going to be back in school suspension as well. Because he's not going to sit around here and threaten adults or threaten anyone because of his condition, thinking that it's going to get him some type of special privileges. See, I used to always tell my parents that I worked with, I understand that your child is the most important thing to you. And you tell your child that you are the most important thing in the world. But what you forgot to say is, add on to the point, to me. No one cares about what affliction your child has when they're behaving badly. No one cares about all that. They may work for a moment, but once they see that your child is manipulative and is going to use it to their advantage, they stop caring. Your child is no more special than any other child in this school, period. Your child is important to you only, no one else. Exactly, right. You just forgot it. Some are more intelligent than people than without it. Yeah, so when I use certain things with not, I don't come into these conversations about mental health and things of that nature without experience, without understanding, without knowledge, without training. But I'm just not going to give you an excuse to behave badly. I'm not going to give you an excuse to act as though you're not responsible for your own actions. Now, you may need some assistance. You may need some coaching. You may need some grooming. You may need some understanding. You may need a little bit of time for people to step back for a moment. But ultimately, you are responsible for your own actions. You are responsible for what you do. And everyone wants their child or these adults or whomever to be integrated and treated as normal, correct? Which means you must understand there are normal consequences for your actions. There are normal consequences for the things that you do. There are normal ramifications for behaving badly. You must understand for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Not everyone's going to care that you have an affliction, especially when you're behaving badly, especially when you are instigating or agitating situations and then want to fall back on, oh, well, I have this, I have that, I'm this, I'm part of a protected class. We're all part of a protected class. I'm part of the LGBTQI protected class. I'm also part of the minority protected class. And whatever part of the protected class that I am. That's for me to understand and to know, and for you just to leave me the hell alone. So let's get to what it really is. Yesterday, we had an individual on a platform stating that they want people to leave them alone because they have all these issues. And I use issues and quotation marks. Exactly. What's up, RJ Supreme, baby? How you doing? You know, when I call you baby, I don't mean in a sexual way. I call everybody baby, so please don't get offended if you are. But you know, you've been here before. You know, I call everybody baby. So this individual, if y'all remember, started off their YouTube career by saying they're going to beef their way to 100 to 1,000. They're going to beef their way to monetization. Marie, baby, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Slow this little buzz down, baby. Oh, I didn't mean that I did not mean in a fictitious way. Cool. Thank you. So we remember that, right? Everyone remember this individual saying that. Everyone remembers this individual saying that they're going to beef their way to 1,000, and they went on attack. They went on attack mode. B squad. No limit soldiers. Remember all those things was not? You know what I'm saying? But let me, before I get there, let me read some things to y'all. Y'all know I like to educate as well. So I don't just read. I also read. You know what I'm saying? So let's read this. What does high functioning bipolar disorder looks like? The term bipolar disorder is often used flippantly to describe someone who is particularly moody or someone who frequently runs hot and cold. This is not an isolated phenomenon. Numerous legitimate mental health conditions have been whitewashed in this way, as in the case of obsessive compulsive disorder. The acronym of which has been co-opted to describe someone who is obsessively tidy or neurotic. Despite this common use, however, bipolar disorder is a legitimate mental health condition that operates on a spectrum and often requires therapy and pharmaceutical intervention to manage symptoms. See, it runs on the spectrum. So not every bipolar person behaves, responds, acts, and reacts the same. Just like everything, there's a grayscale. Everything's not black and white with bipolar. Everything is not white with bipolar. Everything is not black with bipolar. Now, the whole OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, people at work say that I'm that because I'm very tidy at work. I'm very much want things in this place, want things in that order. And when things are not there, I will put it back where it needs to be it from behaviors, be it from materials, be it from the work, be it from whatever. I just like to work in a very tidy, very regimented situation. So people always make fun, be like, oh, well, yeah, Fool Junkie, you are bipolar. Well, not bipolar, sorry. You are OCD. And when something's out of place and they see me going over to fix it, oh, that OCD must have kicked in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get offended by that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because it's funny. It is what it is. And it is what I do. I like things that work to be regimented. I like things that work to be where it needs to be. And when it's not, I am uncomfortable with that. So I got to put it there until I am comfortable. They understand that. But let me finish reading. Let me keep on reading. I just want to let y'all understand that it's on a spectrum. Everyone needs to understand that it's on a spectrum. Not every case is the same. Not every condition is the same. Not every situation is the same. And not every bipolar person is the same. Now, I'm not saying people are not bipolar. I cannot diagnose anyone. I am not a doctor. I don't have a therapist degree. I don't have that type of training. But what I do have, what's up, S. Hutchinson, baby? How you doing? Welcome, sweetheart. How can I see you, but you can't see me? You got me blocked, S. Hutchinson? Yeah. And S. Hutchinson, you didn't see yesterday, but last night I was in your chat, the late night one, the secret one you had. And when you showed the video of Marley, I said, if you wouldn't interrupt Marley's bath, he wouldn't have whooped your ass. If you didn't interrupt Marley's bath by trying to put him on camera, he wouldn't have whooped your ass and attacked you. That's what I said yesterday in your chat. I found that funny. You know I love you and Marley's situation. But back to the commentary at hand. It says, what exactly is bipolar disorder? Bipolar disorder is a mood disorder diagnosed when an individual experiences manic highs and depressive lows in succession. These highs and lows will depend on a person who experiences them. For instance, some people experience intense highs of productivity for 7 to 10 days, then fall into a depressive episode characterized by difficulty even getting out of bed in the morning. Others have milder symptoms with a week or two of improved mood and productivity, followed quickly by a week or two of depressed mood and increased negativity. No, you're a mess. That will happen. You should have been balling, Marley. But yeah. Okay, hold up. Sorry. Bipolar disorder only qualifies as such if the highs and lows are beyond the scope of what would be considered a normal shift in perspective from week to week or day to day. And episodes are outside of the patient's control. If for instance, you find yourself experiencing highs and lows, but you are effectively able to reason, able to reason yourself into a more neutral middle ground with little difficulty. It is not bipolar disorder. Let me read that again because I've kind of stumbled over some of all that. I am dyslexic. If, for instance, you find yourself experiencing highs and lows, but you are effectively able to reason yourself into a more neutral middle ground with little difficulty, it is not bipolar disorder. What they're saying basically is that if you are experiencing highs and lows, but you are able to put yourself in a more middle ground or a more neutral state, that is not considered bipolar. If you can control your emotions, if you can control your manic episodes, if you can control those things, it is not considered bipolar. It's just considered, mood swings, basically. Let me finish this little paragraph that I'm talking about. Bipolar disorder, but a neutral series of mood fluctuations. So what it says is not bipolar, but it is a neutral series of mood fluctuations, was what I just said. Several mood swings in recurring patterns is what we commonly recognize as bipolar disorder. So now, we've seen this individual say that they're going to beef their way to 1,000. They're going to beef their way to monetization. Now, I don't understand, everything that was said earlier yesterday by someone that this individual has been attacking for months now. See, it's easy to say, oh, I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that. But to get people off of you. But when it comes down to it, your behavior has been bad and crazy. Not saying crazy as in you need some psychological help with that. Crazy as in I don't understand it, because you've been attacking people for no reason. You've been doing bad behavior or behaving badly for a while now. I don't watch this individual, but based on the antics that I hear about, based on the antics that I see in other people's chats and panels and stuff, based on the antics that people have responded to, I can't say you don't have bipolar disorder. What I can say is that you have been behaving badly. Not manic, because your behavior to me has not been manic. We see manic behavior. No offense, Shelley, but we've seen Shelley behave manically. We've seen Wiley behave manically. We have yet to see you behave manically. We have yet seen you have extreme highs and extreme lows, of which you cannot control, to my knowledge, based on what I've heard on these YouTube streets. And all I have to go by is your behavior on these YouTube streets. And you're on here every day, all day, jumping on panels, doing your own videos, behaving badly. No problem, Shirley. Yeah, I'm going to try to speak on it with a little bit of common sense and critical thinking skills, along with some evidence and my own experience as well. It's not, and I said, this is not for me to dog anyone. This is not for me to berate or belittle anyone. Was not. And for anyone who have suicidal ideation, whatever, as well. Are you sure you wanted to reach your 1,000 by beefing with people? Knowing that we drag on these YouTube streets? Do you think that it was okay for you to do that? And that could be part of your bipolar disorder where you don't understand, or part of whatever other issue that you may have that you don't understand or can't really comprehend the fact that this is not the appropriate venue for you to do what you're doing. What's up, Prada, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Right. So my thing is, and then when Jay Wilson's asking questions such as, you have a therapist. Do you talk to your therapist about this? Do your therapist know about your YouTube channel? Your answer is no, they don't know. And then when he asks you, what would your therapist say to you if you told him about that? You knew that your therapist will say, get off of YouTube. It's not healthy for your development. It's not healthy for your mental state. It's not healthy for your life. It's not healthy for what you're doing, especially what you're doing on YouTube. See, I don't have empathy and sympathy for people who normally put themselves in harm's way. I'm just not going to get involved or be engaged. He used it for play parade up. Yes, he was. I was all in that chat saying he's not telling the truth. He's lying because it's a lie. I'm sorry. I can't feel sorry for him. Tracy is sweet says she's not going to respond to him. If he responds to her, I'll be damned if I let anybody, regardless of your situation was not, talk shit about me, continue to do that was not, and think that I'm going to play on this simply thing that, oh, you have suicidal ideation and also you have bipolar and all these other things. I give two fucks about what your condition is. Leave me alone. I will leave you alone. Right now, I'm just talking about the situation that was presented to us. This is not a read. This is not a roast. This is not a drag or a gag. Hey, View, baby, how you doing? I have a problem with people who don't stand in their shit as an adult. We say that we are grown women and grown men. So grown men and grown women. I'm not a woman. I'll put myself first. We say that we are grown men and grown women, but yet we want people to coddle us. We want people to excuse our bad behavior with these situations. Oh, I don't have this. I didn't have a father. I didn't have a mother. I have bipolar. I have this. I have that. No. Stand in your shit. Be responsible for the shit that you say and the shit that comes out your mouth and the shit that you do. Be responsible for your actions. And deal with the circumstances and consequences of those said actions and words that you choose to throw out here in the universe. Oh yes, shit, they will have, got the shit drug out of them. And guess what the thing is? The individual said everything that he said to try to use for sympathy. And I was here for it because he's been bothering this individual for the past several months. He inserted himself into situations that doesn't involve him. He has attacked people for things that doesn't involve him. I don't play that. Thank you, baby. Standing 2 toes down. Exactly. Exactly, Marie, baby. Exactly. I did. Prayed up. I did. That's why I'm like, I ain't buying this. You're using the exact verbiage that was used to drag you. You use the exact verbiage that with the arms will chat. Y'all let me read this chat. We gotta keep on talking though. Be quiet and keep on talking. Y'all know how I do it. But yeah, I'm not buying that. You're not going to use that baby voice. You're not going to use that mental disorders or whatever issues you have. I came out the hospital. When were you in the hospital talking shit? Because you were talking shit for the past week. You've been talking shit every day this week. You've been jumping on panels every day this week. So when were you in the hospital? I'm not buying that. I'm sorry. And like I said, the thing is this. Shelly and I got into a situation a while back, and I used some stuff that she said on here as a drag to her. I'm not going to repeat it now because, you know what I'm saying, it's not cool, but I did use it. Don't mean I didn't like Shelly. I still like Shelly. Even when I said that, I liked Shelly. But we're not going to play the game where you can say and do whatever you want to say and do to me, and I'm not going to use what I have against you as well. It is what it is. Don't mean I don't like you. Don't mean that I wish harm on you was not, or for you to harm yourself. But at the same time, if you don't want people to know about it, don't bring it to YouTube. If you don't want people to use it against you, don't bring it on YouTube. And don't bring it on YouTube as a sympathy card or empathy card. I appreciate that, Shelly. Shelly, you know I find you crazy as hell, but funny. Like, not crazy as in a who need pills way, but like I find you, like I told you, I still laugh at the video that you said you have to find a bodyguard for Marley because Jay Woods was trying to attack her. I still find that funny as hell because it's so ridiculous. It's funny to me, and I like the ridiculous when it's not harmful. Like it was nothing mean or malicious about it. It was like you had to cancel your therapy appointment because you had to protect Marley. I'm sorry, I just slobbered. That is so funny to me, even to this day. Exactly, RJ. They can't be honest. They can't be honest with themselves. They can't be honest with their therapy. And my thing is this: if you know that your behavior on YouTube is inappropriate, and your therapist and your therapist will tell you to stay off of YouTube was not, or they will suggest you don't come on here was not and do those things, or don't do those things when you're on here, whatever, or find a different venue, a different platform was not. If you know it's wrong, then you know what the fuck you're doing. If you know that your therapist would think that what your behavior is not conducive to your growth and for your betterment, so you choose to hide it from your therapist, you know that what you're doing is wrong. You know that your behavior is inappropriate. And that's a sign of you being somewhat sane and somewhat in control of what you do. See, bipolar disorder is when you don't have the capability of controlling your manic highs and manic lows. But by you hiding this and not being truthful and honest with someone who's supposed to be there to help you, you are perpetuating the situation. You are being part of the problem. You're not trying to get better. You're not trying to do things differently. You're not trying to take the steps it will take for you to be okay, for you to be somewhat healthy mentally. So I can't feel bad for you. I can't give you a pass. I won't feel bad for you. Like I wrote in Jay Wilson's chat, I can't, I shan't, I won't deal with this nonsense. Because you're not going to play with my intelligence. You're not going to play with my emotions because you want to behave badly and use mental illness as a way to do so. Because there are people out here who really does have mental illness, who really do need help, who really can't control certain aspects of their behavior. And you being a overgrown adult, want people to feel bad for you because you got drugged to hell and back. I'm not buying it. Let me read the comments too. Exactly. Not because you want some sympathy or some pussy or some whatever you want and some empathy for people because you got drugged. I'm not going against the individual who drugged you because you've been bothering them for no reason. I told him to keep on doing it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But he's nicer than me. Because y'all know I goes low. I goes beneath the ground. I would drag you to hell and beat your ass there and leave your ass there and keep it moving. Come back to smell like a rose. I'm just saying. Exactly. You can't, exactly, RJ Supreme. You can't be a victim and a victimizer at the same time. Pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. You can't be a victim and a victimizer was that. And then when someone get the best of you, what you do is actually, first of all, you insert yourself into everything. Everything you insert yourself into. And when someone gets the best of you, which they do all the time, you want to be the victim. But yet you don't started everything with everybody. You started you got your 1,000 for beefy and talking mess and talking ish on people. I said, I don't know you. I don't have a problem with you. Period. I don't. But I'm not gonna fool with you because I see how you behave on these YouTube streets. I see what you said from the very beginning. Y'all better realize I keep to who I am. You said you're gonna get to your 1,000 by dragging people and causing trouble and being in the drama. You said it. I believed it. I saw you do it. So therefore, I can't unsee you. The tears, the empathy, the sympathy, the crying, the snotting, the all, save it. You should have done all that before. Well, actually, you should have done all that, thought about all that when you were saying that you was going to drag everybody and you started inserting yourself into everybody's business for no reason. I can't with that. I won't. I shan't. Exactly. He's wasting. No, he's wasting it. I don't know. Let me just be quiet. I was saying something. Yes, he's wasting the state's. So that. Oh, did I say that out loud? He's wasting. What up, Rick? He is wasting the therapist's time. I didn't mean to say state, but y'all know what I mean. But I don't care about that either, though. Of you, I don't believe that. I believe he said that in order for him to get some empathy and some sympathy. I've been the motherfucker who hands you the damn pill bottle. I'm sorry to say it. I'm the one that will hand you some the razor blades. I'm the one that will fix you an arsenic sandwich and keep it moving. What's up, Mimi, baby? How you doing? And I'm saying that, but I'm just saying, I don't care about that. What's not. When you're trying to comfort me, when you're trying to drag me, when you're trying to do the bullshit that it takes for you to try to get the best of me, and it doesn't work, because why, y'all? I'm undraggable, undraggable. And I drag the shit out of you, as Rick said, drag your ass into a corner. You don't know me say that. Drag your ass up into a corner. I don't give a damn about all that. You should thought that before you tried me. And don't use that now as a I know what you meant, baby. As an excuse. Yeah, a lot of people use that. Oh, I mean, shit, I told y'all I wrote a suicide note when I was 12 years old, 14 years old. Then I realized, I'm fucking food junkie, baby. Shit. You ain't gonna take me out of this motherfucker without a fight. Fuck that. And I'm definitely not gonna take my own life. You know what I'm saying? Over some bullshit that someone said. Not happening. Be careful, Rick. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. But Rick, you already know I don't play those games. Fuck all that. What's that, Mimi boo? Yeah, like, hey, they hear that, okay, oh, this person really did do this was not this really happened, whatever, and they got some empathy and sympathy. So let me try this as well. No, I'm not buying it. You don't pull wool over my eyes, period. Oh yeah, I mean, shit, the first time my brother was like, oh, you gay as hell, you punk, was not. Oh my God. Then I realized, fuck you, dude. Shit, you ain't beat my ass, so what you gonna do about it? And what? Fuck you. Like, my thing is, I mean, I'm sorry, that's why I don't do weakness very well, because I mean, I know the feeling of, okay, well, I've done this before. I tried to, but like I said, there's a lot about me that people really don't know. And I said, I'm not ashamed of it, because if I was ashamed of it, I would have told y'all. But shit, I was 12, 14 years old. So somewhere between then. I'm 46 years old now. That is what? 32 years ago. You ain't gonna hold that over my head. Fuck you. And what? You won't step to me. You won't take my life. Period. Like, people don't understand. Like, I mean, I don't give people power over me. Like that was how I say don't give people power over you because to make you feel good because you get the power to make them feel bad. That was 32 years ago. I came to that conclusion 32 years ago when I threw up those pills that I took. I thought about that 32 years ago. Why the fuck am I giving this motherfucker power over me when he can't really control anything that I do? Fuck you. And it was the last time I allowed anyone to control anything that I've done or thought about myself. What's up, Stephanie, baby? How you doing? Hey, Carrie, baby. How you doing? Hey, Natalia, sexy girl. But yeah, my thing is, so I don't fall into that trap or the trappings of, oh my God, that's a sad story. Let me have empathy for you and give you a carte blanche to say whatever you want to do whatever you want to do. No. You behave badly, I'ma check you. You involve me, I'ma drag you. You fuck with me, I'ma fuck with you. Don't be upset at the fact that I'm more devious than you are. Think about that before you fuck with somebody. Think about that before you mess with somebody. Think about that before you start talking about somebody while it's not. That's why I come on here and do what I do and say what I say and have no empathy for or sympathy for it and don't apologize for it. Because when I said it, I meant it. Leave me alone. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking that you're special. No one thinks you're special but your parents. And some of them don't even think that you're special. They abandoned you. Leave me the fuck alone. And then he wanted to play on the whole heartstrings of, oh, well, I'm still going through something from 2015 when my mom died. Hate to say it. Lord Jesus, knock on wood. But you need to work through those issues. You need to work through all that. Thank you. You need to work on all that, work through all that before you came on here. I said to y'all, I was a complete individual before I came onto YouTube. I don't come onto YouTube for validation. I don't come onto YouTube for friendship or companionship or relationships of any kind of, no type of ships. Now, if I find some, I do. What's up, Miss Diva, to you, baby? It's food junkie to you. You know, I came on here a complete person, dealt with my demons, dealt with my struggles, dealing with my struggles, working on myself, worked on myself. So that's why I can't be drugged. I will not be up in a corner somewhere. Drug up in a corner. I will not be up in the corner somewhere in a fetal position because someone undrugged me or exposed something or said something that may have I've went through in my life. You can't hurt me with my own information. I've dealt with it already. You can't hurt me with what I've been through. I've been through it. I've survived it. I'm a survivor. I'm someone who do not allow my past to affect my present or my future. I learn from it and move on. I learn from it and deal with it. I apply what I learned, the lessons that I've learned. I apply those lessons to make sure to ensure that I'm a better person. So I can be a better person today than I was yesterday. And that I'm working on being a better person tomorrow as well. Each day is different. Each day is up to you to make the decision to live, survive, to be your best self. And when you're constantly tapping into your worst aspects of who you are, don't be offended when people use that against you. And then when you can't handle it, you want to act as though you don't understand what's going on. Everyone's attacking you. That's why I can't stand all these victims on here. This place is so full of victims that it kills me. You know, it makes no sense that these people walk around here want to be a victim all the time but they're constantly victimizing people. They're constantly thrusting themselves into situations that doesn't pertain to them and then get mad when you snatch them by their fucking edges or by their souls or by their esophagus. Leave people alone. No one is going to coddle you. I know I'm not. Now, y'all can feel bad for the people if y'all want to. I see who you are. I see you trying to manipulate, trying to play games. I see you being the assholes that you are. And some of you I like for being an asshole. While others I just don't deal with and don't engage with. It is what the fuck it is. I'm so sick and tired of everybody want this empathy and this sympathy was not, oh my God, woe is me. No. Stand in your shit. Answer your own questions. Deal with your own shit. And leave people the fuck alone. Or get drugged. It is simple as that. You know, you don't have to answer every call that is out there for you. You don't have to make sure that you are a part of every conversation. Your opinion is irrelevant. Your opinion doesn't mean anything. Your opinion, is bullshit. No one cares. Literally, no one cares. I know I don't care. Shit, I got my own shit I'm dealing with, my own damn demons that I'm dealing with. Be it with me or with the people that I actually have contact with. Be it with me or someone that I actually have a connection with. I don't have time to handle my baggage and yours and theirs and everybody else's on YouTube. No. Deal with your own shit. If you can't deal with it, what's not, keep your ass off of YouTube. Keep your ass off of social media. Keep your ass where it is. But if you choose to bring your ass on social media, on YouTube, or anything else, well, it's not, be prepared for whatever happens to you or happens with you. Why do you think I say at the end of all my broadcasts, RJ, love yourself, love someone else? Loving yourself is first. Respecting yourself is first. And then you can go out there and love and respect someone else. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? Shout out to RuPaul. But yeah, these people out here want you to define them. These people out here want you to tell them who they are. And then when they give you, like I said, once again, they give you that power to do that. And then when they also give you the power to break their ass down to, oh my God, I'm so depressed now. Or, oh my God, I want to kill myself. Oh, well, shit. I'll walk over the body and move on. That's what the world's going to do to you. Because you don't love yourself. I don't have enough love in me. Well, I do. But I choose not to express it. Well, it's not. I don't have the time to try to love me, my husband, my family, and you, some stranger. I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna do anything to wrongfully or knowingly hurt you or damage you anyway. Was not unless you fuck with me, and that's my goal. But no, love yourself. I can't sit up here and be your backbone and be your rock. I can't. I don't push rocks up hills. I don't. I never have. I never will. I can't. I won't. I shan't not push a rock up a hill. I'm not gonna do more work for you than you're willing to do the work on yourself. Make that make sense. You want me to shine love upon you. You know what I'm saying? Unadulterated. And you don't have love for yourself. You want me to put all this work into building you up while you just lay there, while you just sit there and do no work on yourself and then lie to your therapist or lie to people who's trying to help you. Someone doesn't say what you want them to say, you falling out with them, was not. I'm happy to have an opinion that's different from mine because it gives me a different perspective to look at something from. I don't want everyone to agree with me all the time, but I also don't want you to sit here and just try to be antagonistic because that's what you want to do. If your thoughts are truly different from mine, express that in a respectful way, and I'm open to listen to it. But I'm not going to sit up here and allow you to treat me some type of way because that's what you want to do. I'm not going to sit up here and allow you to play on my emotions, play on my intelligence. Try to draw a tear from my eye because you have this sad story. We all got sad stories. We all got sob stories. We all went through shit in our lives to get where we are today. Everyone on here has a sad sob story that they can tell. Are you going to let that be your Achilles heel? Or are you going to use that to propel you forward with strength and courage? Which one is it? Are you going to let people, you know what I'm saying, build you up because you give them the power to break you down? Or are you going to come to someone complete or as complete as possible? Having dealt with your demons, having dealt with your trauma, having dealt with the situations that you've been through in life. What are you going to do? Because I can't do it for you. Because you're only going to tell me what you want me to know in order for me to help you. But you're not going to tell me the entire truth. You understand? Like, you think that I think I buy into everything that people say on here? No, I look at everything as I have truth. Because people aren't going to say everything because they don't want to look bad in the eyes. They want the empathy. They want the sympathy. Oh, I have bipolar disorder. Oh, I have this. I have that. They called me this. Well, stop acting like it. Stop acting like it. Stop acting like you are mentally developed. I mean, sorry. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Stop acting like it. I told you, I've been around people. I work with kids who have developmental issues, emotional issues, physical issues, was not. And they didn't get any slack from me. So I want them to understand, while I like you and you're cool, you ain't special. No one is. Hell, I'm not special. That's why I say anybody and everybody on here can get it, including myself. When I do something that someone may not like, but oh well, be prepared for what I bring back to you. Don't be up here acting like someone owes you something. No one owes that man anything. No one owes that overgrown, grown-ass man anything. Period. You know, you want somebody to sit up here and play with you and coddle you and woo you. No. You came on here with the shits. Now you smell like it. And you got shit stains in your drawers. It is what the fuck it is. Now what you gonna do about it? Are you gonna wash your ass and wash them drawers? Or are you gonna want somebody to do that for you? You let me know. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to wash them yourself or you want somebody to do it for you? Because it seems like you want somebody to call you. I'm not calling you. You know, I got into it with several people yesterday, whatever. And all of a sudden, when you felt overwhelmed because you put yourself in these situations, whatever, you want people to have empathy for you and fight for you. No, I ain't fighting for nobody but myself. Period. I can do it. You can do it. We both grown as men and women on these YouTube streets. I don't know, y'all. That kind of bother me, and I hate when people use mental illness or developmental issues or whatever issues that you may have as a crutch, not to move forward or to behave badly. No, it doesn't work. Society doesn't care. I don't care about whatever issues you may have or deal with in order for you to. Nope, not happening. I'm giving commentary, Misha, baby. I definitely understand what you're saying. That's why I don't deal with some. That's why I don't deal with some people. Because I told you the story. Would you hear the story that I told at the very beginning? When I worked for the school system last night, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know how people are manipulative. I know how people try to use who they are, what they have, their afflictions as a tool of power or persuasion or dissuasion or whatever the case may be. It doesn't work with me. Because I didn't say anything or mention anyone's name so you can use anything against me. I'm talking about a situation of an individual that's on here. If that stone hits you because I'm talking about what you did, oh well. Oh yeah, I definitely understand. I definitely understand. You know what I'm saying? That there are people out here who have these quote unquote issues that use it as a tool to get what they want, to manipulate. And when you correct that behavior, they want to be the victim. No, 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 no. Now with me, you won't be a victim with me. I'm just saying what you put out here. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just observant and talking about this from life experiences and things of that nature. Oh yeah, like y'all gotta be careful who y'all interact with, who y'all communicate with, who y'all big up, and what behaviors y'all promote. See, y'all think it's funny and cute when people on here dragging and cussing and acting a fool. Well, it's not. But yeah, at the same time, you know that something's not quite all there for whatever reason. I don't put that into my atmosphere. That's why I don't watch certain people. That's why I don't interact with certain people. That's why I don't talk about or mention certain people because I don't want that energy around me. Once I see you, I can't unsee you. And if I see you as something that is not good for my mental, for my emotional, for my spiritual, I choose not to engage. I choose not to be around. I choose not to even talk about by name. I can talk about situations, but he's not the only one on here, or they're not the only one on here who try to use mental situations to behave badly. There's dozens of them on here who use whatever affliction they have, whatever trauma they experienced in life as a reason to behave badly, as a reason to act a fool, as a reason to cut up and then fall back on, be it, oh, I'm a woman, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm, you know what I'm saying, whatever case may be. No. You behave badly online. You put yourself out there. Now we're going to talk about it. Don't get offended because you choose to act a fool. Y'all, I'm going downstairs to put my clothes in the laundry. I'm taking y'all with me as well. Ooh, pull up my robe. Before I have a robe slip, and y'all be seeing some goodies. You know what I'm saying? Don't want nobody else sending me voice messages saying what they want to do with my situation. I'm just saying. But yeah. But it's so funny to me how everyone wants to be a victim. Everyone wants to be a victim while they're constantly victimizing people, while they're constantly doing what they're doing to cause trouble, to cause people to respond and react and interact with them in a way that may not be appropriate, that they can't handle. But yet don't understand why it is that they're constantly finding themselves in situations. If you don't like what's the situation that you're in, change your behavior. That's why I don't do apologies. The best apology is change behavior. The best apology is people changing what they do, changing what's going on. Turn on this light so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, want me to have more sympathy and empathy for you than you have for yourself. Want me to interact and behave with you differently than what you interacting with and dealing with yourself. Not over here, I'm not. Baby boy. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, y'all. Exactly. You can't speak on others and think that you're exempt from them speaking on you. No. If you put yourself out there as a mouthpiece, as the man, as the woman, don't be surprised when people react and respond as such toward you. You're supposed to be the man, right? Okay, be the man. You're supposed to be the woman, right? You want to be the protector of everybody, the Captain Save-A-Hole of everybody. Well, it's not okay that you get these knots like everybody else does. If you can't handle it, that's on you. Don't do it. Don't put yourself out there like that. But yeah, I was not buying the BS. I was not buying the nonsense. I was not feeding into the BS and the nonsense. You are not going to come out here swinging and banging. Then when you can't handle the lumps that you're getting, you want to use mental illnesses and things like that as your crutch, as your way of doing whatever. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying it, at least. It can happen all day long, but I'm not buying it. Like I said, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. You're not going to sit up here and play in my face and act as though I don't see what's going on, act as though if I'm crazy. And then when I talk about what you've done on here, what you presented to us on here, I'm the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy, I guess. Whatever. I'm okay with it. Won't be the first time, won't be the last time. But at the same time, just know I see you. Just know I'm watching. Just know that, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. You know, and just know that I saw what led up to this quote unquote breakthrough. This empathy party. Just know I saw what led up to it. From you attacking this individual for the past several months to the breakdown to the people that you had full-heartedly on your panel supporting you from that breakdown. I'm just saying. Like I said, I find something that's interesting or it's not, and I go do the research on it. Do you know what I mean? I don't watch you. I don't make it a habit to, no. Not subscribe to you, no. But I do see how you move on these YouTube streets. I see how you put yourself into situations to get drugged by several people. And like I said in Jay Wilson's chat last night, Teresa, you're so sweet because, baby, as much as this individual been dragging you and talking shit about you or not, I don't care what you have. You can have a peg leg and a patch on your eye. You can be a goddamn pirate for all I care. I'll make your ass walk the plank every time you talk shit. Period. You know, no one cares about what your afflictions are, what your mental disabilities are. I'm sorry, I don't. If you are a man and woman enough to talk mess, you are a man and woman enough to get mess talked about you. It just is what it is, y'all. But yeah, I didn't want much. I just want to come here and have this conversation with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation, you know, because I mean, people walking around here on eggshells just not to speak on because they don't want to look bad. They care about what people think. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You did bad behavior. You came on here with bad behavior. Well, it's not you. You continued the bad behavior because the whole thing was, oh, I'm just going to do this until I get my $1,000 down and change my commentary. No, I can always tell y'all who say that. I says to everybody who says that all the time. Oh, I'm just doing this because until I get my commentary. You fail to realize whatever you do to get that 1,000, whatever you do to get that monetization, you have to continue to do that in order for you to have that same type of audience. You can't come on here dragging and acting a fool, and then if you know you are doing, claymation. Two different audiences. You on here dragging people was not by the edges or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, once you hit your 1,000 and your monetization, you start doing damn claymation. The people subscribe to you and supported you because they like the way you drag. They like the way you talk your ish. Yeah, they may like your claymation as well, but that's not why they're here for. They're not here for that. They're here for you to do the skulls, the drags and the reads. Now, me, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I came on here doing what I want to do. A little bit of everything. A little bit of truth, a little bit of honesty, a little bit of feeding, a little bit of art, a little bit of talent, a little of this, a little bit of that. This is a hodgepodge of a lot of sectors on here. This channel is. So, you like what you like, you don't what you don't. Either way, I'm okay. But yeah, I'm gonna come on here, placate these people, call these people, act like these people, you know what I'm saying? And I said, you can make a video about me all you want to, maybe I probably won't see it. More than likely I won't see it. But if I do see it, this was an amuse-bouche, baby. A small bite. Don't have me give you a meal. I'm just saying, keep it cute, keep it mute. You put yourself out there for people to talk about you, hoping that people will back up off you. And like I said, what the person did to you yesterday was light. Because I'll go there. I will go there. Y'all know I will. I don't care. I'll give you ample warning to leave me alone. Leave me alone. All I'm going to do is talk about what you put out there. That's all I'm going to do is talk about what you put out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do the doctor. I don't have to do all the nonsense. Well, it's not. And the fact that you confirmed everything that was said about you yesterday, baby. Y'all know how I could twist a tail. The fact that you confirmed everything that was said about you. Someone like me will use it against you. I'm just letting you know. Everybody has to have empathy and they change their conversation towards you. I won't. I will not change the conversation about you. The conversation is the same because that's how you came on here. You came on here with the shits. Let's keep it up until your behavior change. Then I will think differently. But until then, I will think exactly the same. I will see you as I've always seen you. Your story does not change anything. You just confirmed what was said about you. I'm just saying. Is that mean, y'all? Am I mean? Am I an asshole? Or do y'all believe that what they did was confirmed with what was said about them? Because everything that was said on Jay Wilson's channel was already said. It was already put out there already earlier today. I'm just saying. I don't confirm nor deny anything. If you think it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's because you mean, baby. That's because you mean and messy, baby. That's why you say no. You know I love your view. Do you want to come up here and give your little piece on it or no? If you want to come up here and give your little piece on it, let me know. I'll drop the link for you, baby. Because I'm going to get off here in a second. You bring your ass up here, baby. Let me invite you first. Because I know you have something to say. A little cuss word here or two. Y'all know it takes me a minute. Give you a minute. Okay, I got it. I just drop it though. I'm gonna just drop it. But yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of people, you know, play on that here. A lot of people play on that here. A lot of people play on that whole thing of I see what gets me a little bit of attention, a little bit of empathy, a little bit of sympathy, what's not. So let me use that to my advantage. Let me play on the heartstrings, pull on the heartstrings of people. And it just doesn't work with me. I love everybody and I have a heart, but I'm not going to sit here and be played by anybody. Thank you. I mean, yeah, because my thing is like, I mean, like I said, I I can talk about stuff on here. Show yourself, you please, baby. Show yourself, because that picture don't look like you. Is that a ping? I don't see your face. I see your hands. I don't see your face though. I see skin. See, you trying to show me her titty, y'all. My fingers on the trigger, I'm gonna let you on. My fingers on the trigger. Hello.
I was not trying to show you my titty. Okay, it looks like I got you on here twice. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick you off the other one. I can't.
Okay.
You have to kick yourself off the other one. But yeah, so I mean, your opinion. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
So, do you think what I said was accurate, or you think I was off my rocker? What do you think?
Okay, I don't think that you were off the
Okay.
rocker. I don't. It seems like I got an echo.
It's because this other thing is here. Let me mute the other one then. The other one's muted at least because I don't know how to kick it off. Let me see if I kick it off. Edit. No. Kick off studio. Got it. No. Yeah. Kick guess. Okay. Now the other one's gone now. So let's talk again. Hello. Girl, what are you doing? Can't hear you, Miss Pam, baby. Miss Pam, go out and try to come back in. Try to come back again, baby. Because I can't hear you. I cannot hear you at all. Can I hear it all? So, well, while she getting herself together, and I can hear her. Like I said, I mean, I just find it very funny how people actually, look for that. Like they play on people's emotions, and they know that people on here are very emotional and very like drawn to us as content creators, or whatever, and they use that to their advantage. And if people feel empathy for you, whatever, they are more likely to believe and give you all this carte blanche and all this leeway to do whatever you want to do. And I just can't. I just won't. I just don't understand that because I don't believe in rewarding bad behavior. Like even with people in my like the kids or the younger people in my family, they know that. Don't do that with me. I'm not going to reward bad behavior. I'm not going to add a boy you or add a girl you because you know what I'm saying you just showed up. I think that's a lot of things that people understand that we have become a society to where you get a trophy just for showing up, just for doing the right thing, just for doing what you're supposed to do. You know, I don't care enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't care enough to, you know what I'm saying, try to make you feel good about just breathing in and out. You know, walking down the street, you want a trophy for that. Get out of bed, you want a trophy for that. You know what I'm saying? Doing your work, going to work, you want a trophy for that. No, you get a paycheck for that. That's why you do it. You don't do it for my approval. You should do it because that's what adults do. And we've been taught as children to, you know, play with people's emotions was not. And if things doesn't go your way, let me tell a sad story in order for me to, you know, get what I want. You know, just not, that doesn't work with me. Never have, never will. You know, and stop using these mental illnesses or these quote unquote self-diagnosed or whatever diagnosed situations as a reason to behave badly, as a reason to show your natural ass, and then wanting people to. Here she's back. Much better,
Hey,
babe.
Food Junkie. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell that was about. I think it was because I was using my cell phone and I actually was looking at the screen on my monitor. Anyway, I'm supposed to be working. So, see, that's the lesson. I should be working instead of watching YouTube. Um, your question is, your question is about the mental illness, using it as an excuse.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's a. It's hard to prove it when people really do it. You have to see it, but if you actually see it and catch it and you can document it, I think it's wrong. I think a lot of people use that. Um, and since I've been hobbling around a little bit, I think some people think that I can't walk around and do things on my own, and I can. But then some, I have at some time. No, baby, can you pick that up for me? And I know it's not a mental illness, but it's kind of still the same type of thing. I even feel guilty doing that. And if we're talking about this person in particular who has used an excuse about they feel suicidal,
Mm-hmm.
is that, I don't. I think that that person, and I do talk to that person sometime on the YouTube. I think that person does see a lot of stuff that's going on around here, and then makes uh, says that they have the same illness. Like if somebody, okay, now all of a sudden everybody's trying to get casket ready. I hear people say that. I hear people say I'm bipolar, I'm this and that, and they haven't even been diagnosed. Not me. I'm just saying I hear people saying that about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, how do you all know that you all are? And is this like the new cop out phrase? It does say, it seems like it. It seems like people are saying it and accepting it more than you have ever heard. Because you never wanted to hear anybody say, "Oh, I take mental medicine," or "I got bipolar." You never really used to hear that in the Black community. And now that we're hearing it, it's kind of good because we know that it is here and it's prevalent. But on YouTube, you got to be really, really careful of what you say and claim. I mean, I don't think that I know of anybody who has that type of illness that are proud to have it and glad to have it and are just running around using it as an excuse to get away with stuff. But when you can kind of pinpoint when somebody's doing that shit, that's just not right. And I didn't see it, I didn't hear it, I just heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's wrong.
Hey, Slim Thick, what's up? I'm the hood table baby. How you doing? The thing is, like I said from the very beginning, was that I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing
Yeah.
or not diagnosing anyone. Was not. I'm not questioning anyone's diagnosis. All I'm saying is, based on behavior that I've seen on here, I've seen a lot of people use certain afflictions and certain things as a way to garner sympathy, trying to have someone not go off, whatever. But like I said, yesterday was not, a lot of stuff happened before that happened on Jay Wilson's channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of things happen, and I saw that as a way of, oh, woe is me. Even to the point to when they said, oh, that's why I came over here was that because you're a pastor and I feel that you would give me good advice. First of all, why would you need somebody to give you advice? You have a therapist. Let you tell it.
I did hear that part.
So
And
if you
then, first of all, don't come on YouTube trying to get that type of help. I mean,
exactly, he's not a therapist. He's not someone. I mean, I'm sorry, Jay Wilson. Me and him don't get along, but I don't have anything against him either. He's not someone that I will go to for counseling like that.
no,
Not on
no.
a public platform.
Oh
Now,
no, absolutely not.
and if I would to go to him was not, it would be definitely behind the scenes. I wouldn't be doing it for attention. Some of the things, it all seemed like it was attention seeking to me. It all seemed as though that it was calculated. And when the questions that Jay Wilson asked, like I said, when he asked them, do you have a therapist? And do you tell your therapist about your YouTube behavior and your channel? The answer was no. And when Jay Wilson asked, what would your counselor say or what would your therapist say? He said, or they said that they would tell me to get off here. So
Yeah,
you
I
know
heard it.
what you're doing is messed up. You know what you're doing is not conducive for your mental health or the betterment of your mental health. So why is it that saying you're doing it? You're
I
knowing
thought
you're doing badly.
I thought that he was confusing it with. I guess I must be spending too much time on this topic. I thought that he was confusing it with that his pastor said to get off. Because remember, I guess Ken or somebody called his pastor or his sister or something.
Sister, yeah.
Yeah, and then somehow the pastor was notified, and then he allegedly had spoke with his pastor, and his pastor advised him to get off of the YouTube. Um,
Jay Boss, I said that exact same thing not too long ago, just on this platform. I said that people with mental disabilities was not or mental illness are severely sorry not severely are very manipulative. They're very much so
yeah,
will use their illnesses and their situations and their diagnoses as a way to garner sympathy or to get things. I even told a story about the one child that I did when I was working. Not did that I was working with when I worked for the school system with that who tried to manipulate his cerebral palsy and people's emotions and stuff. So when I put him in school suspension, he wanted to look sad. I don't care. Sit down and be quiet. Do your work. That doesn't work for me. Hey, Miss Philadelphia, baby, how you doing?
look what her comment is. Because he did say once you say that, once you put that suicide word in there, you have to kind of look at things on a different level.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't
You
care.
know?
No. Why would I? Why would I?
So we
I
don't
don't
know
care.
if it was
No, I
calculated
don't
or
care.
not. The man he said was suicidal at one point. Okay.
Yeah, because what he kept emphasizing is this.
Uh huh.
Once felt that way. I don't feel that way today. I once was that. I'm not that now.
Mm-hmm.
See, to me, that what was the manipulation was. The manipulation and the side eye came when, first of all, you're telling us, because first of all, if y'all don't understand, that was said earlier that day when he got ran and drugged to the ground.
Yeah.
So now you want people to take the fact off that everything that you just said on Jay Wilson's channel was already said when someone was dragging you.
Hmm.
My thing is, I'm sorry. I'm like that's what I asked y'all. Am I mean? Because my heart's not that. I'm not that much of a fool.
No, you're not mean. You're being logical. I mean, really, if somebody has said something like that and you saw how it's played out, you're thinking logical and rational. Yeah, you're not giving them extra kudos or sympathy points or anything. And I don't think that that's being mean. I think that that's being aware of the situation.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'm just saying. I try to look at things 360 all the way around.
mhm.
And what Misha just said right here was also very poignant as well. Um, I think that saying he has people in his ear telling them what to say it, how to garner sympathy from people was not. Because the people that they roll with does the same thing. Using whatever condition they're in to garner sympathy. And everyone's running over there saying, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, how dare you? How dare you say this now?" Because that's the truth. Critically thinking and critically looking at these things, it doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
You want me to sit here and have empathy for you was not because you're quote unquote suicidal or quote unquote bipolar was not, but You came on here with the BS. You came on here with the dragging. If you have all these ailments and things going on with you, whatever, be quiet. Stop. And if you know that, you know what I'm saying, your therapist will tell you to get off the YouTube and start and change your behavior, which means that you know that is wrong in what you're doing. Now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to have empathy for you because you say, "Oh, I'm suicidal now." I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't,
Yeah.
because it doesn't seem real to me. And if you hurt yourself, that has nothing to do with me. It doesn't.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, and I understand it, and I kind of feel that way too. Only reason why I don't, I guess, because I had somebody in my family that was kind of on that same spectrum, but they actually, and I know for a fact that they were not just repeating things and trying to make themselves be seen in a different light. They actually did have those issues, and they actually did try to do those things, but I do think that there are some people here on the YouTube that are too invested in this YouTube, and they do emulate and copy things and repeat stuff that they hear other people say, and you can tell who it is. And I'm not saying it's this person in particular, but it's not just him; it's a lot of other people too.
Oh yeah, I said
People
that.
lie. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But yeah, people lie, just downright lie
You know,
for sympathy and for cash apps and for super chats and
right.
all that. Hmm.
So while this conversation has been broached because of this conversation yesterday, it's still something that has been going on for a while with a lot of people.
Hmm.
You know, so it's just not about the individual itself, or I mean themselves, whatever. It's about the mindset and the behavior and the culture that this section of YouTube or what social media has gathered. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand about the culture that you create by doing certain things, by letting certain things slide, by turning your head on certain things like that. You create a culture. And in this section was not of YouTube or and social media itself was not involving some of these people. We have created a culture of not being honest, not telling people what we see, not talking about what we see, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. We want to just sit here and be pretty because we like you and we find you funny and we think that your little drags are cute. That we look past all the bad behavior that you do. We look past all the bullshit that you put out there. We look past all the nonsense that is out there was not that you put out here, but not. So that right there, that creates a culture of you not being able or only up to the consequences for your actions, not being responsible for what you do. And when you see that bad behavior is rewarded with super chats, cash apps,
Then you want to do the same thing. Yeah.
you're going to do the same thing.
Hmm.
When you tell me that you're going to drag and act a fool and roast and gag until you get your 1,000, until you get monetized, well, it's not. I say that's what you're going to always do then, because you're not being. Because if that's not who you are, you wouldn't do it.
Hmm. Yeah, I get your point. I mean, it's a very good point, and I do see it, and I do agree with it, except for, like I said, unless it's a certain angle with the suicidal thing, and I would have to definitely see that to be definitely concerned about it. But I think it's sad that people are copying and imitating people's illnesses and financial losses and gains and just life events and imitating it and using it to gain something. I don't like that.
And
And now all of a sudden you hear more people are homeless. Hey, ever since I've said that, I hear more people are homeless out here. That's like the running gag. Really? That's not funny.
it's not. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how many times you never heard anybody say that before on here? Now everybody's saying it.
I mean, and my things like this, I have empathy for other things. I have empathy for people who have mental
Yeah,
illness. I have empathy for people who are struggling financially, struggling with their living situation. Now, I have empathy for people like that. But at the same
yeah.
time, hey, Tam, baby, how you doing? This is not the place for that.
Mm.
There are shelters, there are programs in your city that you need to go to. Don't come to YouTube. When you come to YouTube telling your sad story was not, especially as a content creator, I first off think that you are trying to garner sympathy for money.
Hmm.
Because if you're really homeless, you wouldn't be on YouTube talking about it.
Hmm.
Unless you're in a program telling us about this program that you're in, based on a situation that you went through. That's just my
Yeah.
critical mind thinking that way. Because if I'm homeless, first of all, I don't have enough time to be on YouTube.
Hmm.
If I'm struggling financially, was not. I don't have enough time being on YouTube. I'm out there doing resumes. I'm out there doing fillers for jobs. I'm out there on Career Builder. I'm out there on Monster. I'm out there on Indeed. I'm out there looking for a job because there's
Mhm.
plenty of jobs out here going on right now.
hmm And see, and then I guess a lot of things. If we're just going to talk about the homeless thing, a lot of people do work and have jobs and are homeless.
Yeah,
And
because
there's lots of degrees, and there's lots of degrees of homelessness. I mean, I hope you all really honestly don't believe that I was one of the people that was under a bridge and eating out trash cans and stuff. I literally did not have a mortgage, and I did not have a rental. I stayed with people, my family members, while I was taking care of them, and then some aunts while they were out of town or whatever. So, and it wasn't like a night here, a night there. I'm talking about months and years. So
Mhm.
it wasn't until I sat there and I was like, all my shit, every time I want something, I got to go to my storage units. And I said at S, I had two. And so I didn't have my own spot. And then I had got into like a little argument with somebody, and I was like, "Well, fuck you." And I was like, "Well, in my mind, I'm going home." But I was like, "Well, damn, man, you don't have a home," and it was just a bad time. It
Right.
was just a bad time. But
Yeah. But for you, guess what? I'm not saying because you said it was not. I'm not part of the jump along, go along game. But when I first
mhm,
moved to Atlanta, I was homeless. But I was
yeah,
homeless without an address, not homeless on the street. I
yeah,
stayed in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first came out
yeah,
for college, whatever, my dorm room wasn't ready. So therefore, I knew I
mhm,
would have to stay a weekend at a hotel. But when that Monday came and my room wasn't ready, I was at that point homeless
mhm,
for a week. But I stayed in a hotel though, but I didn't have an address. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying about that. But I'm not
mhm.
saying that because I want to
No,
be
you're not.
whatever
Yeah.
or be whatever. My point is, we all have been through things. We all have gone through things. Gone
Mhm,
through things. But what I did as a 18-year-old boy here in Atlanta by myself, no family, no friends, no nothing, 3,500 miles away from home. I called the Concerned Black Clergy. I called the Channel 5 News. I called the Atlanta Constitution on the AJC. I called churches. I called everyone, let them know my situation was not. I didn't come online or call my mom,
mhm,
whatever, to get things done. I made sure that hey, baby, how you doing, baby? Hey, Lorraine Boykin, how you doing? I called everyone that I knew had, I called the NAACP. I called the Rainbow Push Coalition. I called everyone. And by the time I came on
mhm,
campus, they knew that I wasn't playing. They called me, my name was the survivor because they knew that I would survive regardless of what happened. I will not be told to come down here because my room is ready. When I come on here, my room wasn't ready. No, no. I'm not some 18-year-old punk who don't understand what the hell's going on. I've always been this person. I've always been very, you know what I'm saying, it's conscious of what my situation is and what's around me was not based on my upbringing. I would never be in a situation where I'm going to be the victim of something. I will always make sure that I protect myself with all my power. And like I said, if I can't do it, I'm not gonna come on here and do it because shit, y'all can't help me.
yeah, and I did notice.
My goddamn city to help me.
Uh-huh. I did notice that Lorraine Boykin, her comment says, I noticed when Shelley offered him help with the therapist, he seemed to kind of change his tune.
Exactly,
Mm,
Lorraine, baby, you exactly right. Hey, Miss Queenie, baby, how you doing?
yeah.
Well, yes, you know what I'm saying. So it was all those little signs and stuff that was being said. How he
Mhm.
how he was avoiding Jay Wilson's questions. How he was because what Shirley said was, get off here. I have somebody who's willing to talk to you right now.
Right.
And when
Right.
you and when you're in crisis and you need help whatnot and you want help,
You reach for it. You get it.
right?
Yeah.
But when
Especially if
you
it's
stay
offered.
online,
Hmm.
you want attention.
Yeah.
There's a difference. And I said,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to diagnose anybody and not saying what was said is not true. All I'm saying is
Mhm.
that the behavior doesn't denote that you want help
Yeah.
and that you're telling the truth based on what you said. Because you said you didn't tell your therapist what's up with YouTube. If YouTube is bothering you that much to where you think that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to do all these things, talk to the people that is here to help you.
Hmm. Well, I think there's a lot of people with not just mental illnesses. There's also other physical illnesses and things. I think there's a lot of people on here that need help, and including me. I always say I use YouTube as therapy. Now, I have not been sitting on the couch with my feet up and telling somebody everything about me. Um, I haven't done that. They did give me some Zoloft, and it
Mhm.
was they
To relax you.
yeah, because of the COVID and then the stress and this a whole bunch of other things. But I don't even know if that does anything, and I'm really going to be looking into not having to take that. But there's a whole lot of issues and things, but emulating and copying somebody's issues that you don't have, and something that could really be detrimental and have people think differently about you trying to commit suicide, that's like a whole nother. I know how you feel about it, but to me, like, if somebody does that, I mean, you really got to be really off to really be doing that, like to say that you're going to, well, I'm just going to kill myself, or I have been thinking about suicidal thought. I mean, is that a cry for help? Is this your way to say that you need a cry for help, and then if somebody offers some assistance and then you don't take it? I mean, what is that? What does that mean? I don't.
But the thing is, suicidal ideation is very serious because we know all about Ty, right? Remember Ty?
Who?
Ty?
The girl Ty?
No, the guy who killed himself.
Oh yes, I loved watching him.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
knew. I knew
beautiful,
he was going through
beautiful,
some
like
stuff.
beautiful person, like
Yes,
physically beautiful body.
yes,
Definitely can get it. But I'm saying,
yes.
but so we know that it's real because he talked about that, and when he talked about it, I believed
I
him.
believed him. I did too. I believed him,
And my thing
and
is,
he was getting
so
help too.
right, he was in therapy with that. He was on here telling his story. He was telling us his progress was not and the regression, and the whole thing with him and Michael was not. What was that Michael?
Mhm.
Whatever the guy's name is. That
Yeah,
kind
the
of
last one. Hmm.
that took him back.
Yeah.
He regressed from that point on, was not, and he tried to get himself forward, was not. He moved back home, all this stuff like that. So I understand he was doing this stuff to help move forward in his
Yeah.
progression with
Yeah.
that. So my thing is, it's not that I don't believe people who say it. So that's I don't want anyone thinking that. There's a way in your actions that helped me to believe you more.
Hmm.
And what happened yesterday was not something that I believed.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. Like,
Hmm.
I'm not saying that, what I'm saying, Miss Queenie, sweetheart, and bless your heart, and I'll be praying for you. And I said that, and I believe that was that because it's not, because you're not saying that trying to get attention. You're just talking
Hmm.
about it as part of the conversation that we're having right now. And I think that's what people understand. Like, when you're just blurting things out and then not seemingly not wanting the help that's offered to you or using the resources at your disposal,
Hmm.
to me, at that point, it becomes what's really going on here.
Yeah.
Why are you saying this? Why are you doing this?
Hmm.
Knowing the fact that you have been doing stuff for attention anyway.
Yeah.
To me, like I said, it's just critical thinking. It's logical thinking for me.
Hmm.
It's
I
just the next step. It's not like, oh, I don't believe people said it. I believe Miss Queenie because because this is the first time I heard about that.
Hmm.
She's just not saying that for attention. It's part of a conversation that we're having. So therefore, she's putting her heart on the table and saying, yes, I run as well, but yet this is what I do for it.
Yeah.
Like when I mentioned when I was between 12 and 14 years old, and I tried to commit suicide. That's not because I want attention. Don't feel sorry for me. Trust me, because y'all know me. I cut your ass. I'll keep it moving. Like I said, that's how I became who I am right now because that was my turning point at 12 and 14, between 12 and 14 years old. My turning point was I was thinking that the world would be better off without me. So therefore, it became myself. And the thing is, I did it as a cry. Well, actually, no, it was me being a devious asshole. Because if my family walked in here and I'm dead, then I teach them to leave me alone, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But then I realized, hold up, I'm food junkie, baby. Shit, look at me. Ha! Even
You're
at 12
like,
years old,
like,
I'm
bitch,
doing
oh, hell
it.
no.
Right. I'm like, I'm doing it at 12 years old. Look at me. Look at this mirror. Shit, let me throw these pills up.
Mhm.
Shit.
The hell? Right. I'll be right
And
back.
so, that's it. And so for the past, 32 to whatever years, you know what I'm saying, I've been that person. Did not give a fuck about what people thought of me. And that was me 12 years old. So like I said, when I say that people are stuck in the trauma where they are, I dealt with that at 12 years old, between 12 and 14 years old. I dealt with the fact of, you know what I'm saying, people saying stuff about me that was not true, but yet let me teach them. No, fuck you. I'm gonna show you. So I'm supposed to teach you who I am, how to behave toward me, how to treat me, how to respect me, how to talk to me, and they haven't changed since then. And I don't say that to get empathy or sympathy for anybody. Was not po woe is me, and you can try to use it against me if you want to. It's not, baby. Have fun with that. But the reality is, I am who I am based on what I've been through. That's why I'm so confident now. That's why I carry myself in a certain way. That's why I present myself in a certain way, because I want you to understand you are talking to a king. You are talking to someone who has been blessed by God with talent. And understand that I'm not perfect, but yet I always learn from what I do, what I've been through, and try to apply those lessons on a daily basis to make myself better. I put in the work to make myself better. I put in the work to ensure that, you know what I'm saying, I don't depend on someone else to make me feel any way that I don't want to feel. I can't give you the power over me to build me up or break me down. Thank you if you like me. Thank you if you don't. What am I going to say? Yes, it is. It really is. It really is. And the stigma. Yes. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So this is Mental Health Awareness Month, and this is a great time to have this type of conversation.
Exactly. It
Mhm.
really is. And plus, y'all, today's my sister's birthday. My little sister's birthday.
Happy birthday!
So she's listening.
Oh,
The
happy
one that was
birthday, baby food junkie!
the one that was in DC that was talking. That was telling
Oh
her yeah, it's her birthday tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, she got a nice day today because it's nice weather today.
Good. But yeah, so it's like, it's so funny how people just, like I said, this conversation needs to be had and had on a real level where people is not trying to vie for attention.
Yes.
And I think that a lot of people don't understand that not everything is for attention. Not everything is good like that. It's not cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But so I heard yesterday. Also, I heard that you're being brought back up. A lot of the people from the who my daddy land is being.
What was it about me yesterday?
Yesterday, it was just brought up that you were one of the ones that were dragged by that person or talked about bad about that person in that group. They were just running off a list, and it was like, and food junkie, and da 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 da, and this person and that person, because there's a lot of person that person has really touched and just tainted, left a bad taste in their mouths.
Literally.
I know, right? I was see how I started it, and then I tried to fix it up. You caught it. So nasty. But yeah, it's just horrible. But yeah, and so it'd be different if it was one or two people. But when you can name like 20 people on the YouTube that you have had this type of conflict with, and it says something about you. It doesn't say anything about the people, each individual. It says something about that person.
Hey, Deanna Boo, how you doing?
Hey.
Sorry. Hey, Deanna Boo, how you doing, baby?
Hey, foodies.
Yeah. But the thing is, but speaking of mental illness, I'm not diagnosing anybody with anything.
No, me either.
All I'm saying is that it has to be some type of disconnect somewhere where wires aren't crossing properly, where this person has been in it with everybody pretty much that they've been with who haven't kissed their ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's narcissism. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on, but it has to be something mentally disturbing or mentally not connecting to where you think that in order for you to get along with people, they have to kiss your ass.
Yeah, I think it's narcissism. I
want people to agree with me. I don't want to be the only person in the room that's right. I'm not trying to go along just to get along, and nor am I trying to cause confusion just to cause confusion. To me, that's some type of mental defect. Like I said, I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm just saying, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold up, you. What you mean you kind of okay? What's up, baby? You okay? You want to come talk to me? You want to call me on the phone? What's going on? You okay?
Uh-oh. What's wrong? I see you picked that up. That person was looking real desperate. They are so damaged.
They definitely are town. Deanna, you okay, baby? You say you kind of okay. I don't like the
Do I have to kick somebody's ass for you, Miss Dan?
Almost the same thing. Where's Josh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you ain't cussing somebody out, calling them a bomb or a barrel ass bitch.
Right. But I'm gonna tell you, wish I had when I went to Vegas. I wish I had listened to her when she told me, "You come stay with Josh and I, and we're gonna have a good time." Because they went out party, they went to casinos, they went to eat at different places. They really took that trip as a vacation, and I wish I had went with them. I really do. I regret that so much. I tell her that all the time.
Okay, well, don't smack him, baby. Just make sure you just kick Brenda in her back when she get off the next car. Pull
Oh
up,
Lord.
just pull Brenda off the next car that she come up in.
Is it Brenda or is it a Karen? It's not a Karen, is it? Because I'll fuck up a Karen. A Karen or a Ken.
You're so sensitive. She don't ran in an alley.
Oh Lord. Oh, I forgot who Brenda was. Oh Lord, that's even funnier. I know the people like, who is Brenda? Don't worry about who Brenda is.
Carrie Ray White. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if you gotta constantly fall out with everyone before they abandon you, like your childhood people have abandoned you, that's an issue that you can deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Joyce asked a question a couple of days ago, I think it was last Friday, she asked almost years ago, why did this person keep on throwing away people was not? Because they felt thrown away as a child.
Yes.
They felt discarded. It's a mental issue that you need to deal with was not. That's why you think that people are disposable because you felt disposable as a child. And it's not that like I said, I'm not diagnosing anybody was not. It's just observations.
I think that's a very good observation.
You know, you think that everybody is disposable because you're disposable. You think that everyone is against you because you never felt safe. You never felt comfortable. You never. Let me be quiet because y'all know I can preach, and I don't want to give y'all too much. Y'all think I'm so intelligent, but I don't know what's going on.
Well, you're speaking the truth, so.
But yeah, my thing, like I said, it's easy to roast and get somebody was not when you don't have any type of moral compass or not. It's easy to throw people away or discard people was not as if they're nothing because that's how you feel inside. That's what you are showing people what you feel about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is. Like, I mean, and like I said, someone made a good point. Oh my God, who was it yesterday?
Who?
It was Miss Crystal.
Uh-huh.
On Shirley's Live late last night, she said that those two individuals have something in common. They have the ability to make people feel sorry for them.
Ooh.
I was like, go ahead, Crystal. You better preach and say knowledge was not. But yeah, that was so good when she said that. I'm like, you're absolutely right. Because the thing is, I told y'all, like, I used to watch people a while ago. Around the same time that I found James, I found some other people was not. But I stopped watching them because it was just too much. It was just too much, you know what I'm saying, that I wasn't wanting to be a part of. Then when I fell into the whole Vegas story because I was still watching James, I felt sorry for said individual because they pulled me in with the sympathy thing. So that's when I got back into watching and whatever, because they pulled me in with the whole sympathy thing. Like I said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That goes for anybody. And I see the same, like I see some of the same qualities in yesterday that I was seeing in previous people and situations. You want to garner sympathy. You want people to, feel bad for you. It's always you're always the victim. No, I'm not buying it. Not again. That's probably why I'm so harsh. Or so harsh today, because you're not gonna fool me again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be damn.
Right. I mean that. Miss Quinny said good. She can stay in her place. Miss Quinny's a mess.
Rachel, Carrie Ray, Brenda is somebody's mother's name. She's like, well, that doesn't help me at all. Deanna said, I don't feel sorry for them hoes.
Carrie said, Deanna said, yeah. But yeah, my thing is, like, I mean, yeah. So my thing is, that's why I probably sound so harsh. Well, it's not, because my thing is, you're not going to fool me again. I'm not going to, like, when I say I see you, like, I saw this individual initially, and I chose to look past them, hoping to see a good in them because of the sob story. Never again.
Deanna, he's talking. We're talking about how somebody yesterday
No, no,
took.
no, not Brenda Boy. Yesterday, I'll tell her.
Okay, go
Yesterday,
ahead.
on Jay Wilson, I know you know what Jay Wilson was not, but yesterday on Jay Wilson's panel, there was an individual on there who was telling this sob story of having suicidal ideation, who feel bad because people calling them names, X, Y, Z, da, da, da. But what a lot of people didn't know is that this individual, been messing with certain people for a while. You were one of them. You know what I'm saying? That they've been trying, but they've been trying all along. And let me give you a hint of who they are. They said that they're going to be beefing till they get their 1,000, then they're going to change their commissary. And they've been beefing ever since once they got their 1,000 and got monetized. And they've been fucking with everyone, just talking shit about everyone and what's not. But earlier yesterday, they was drugged into a corner by an individual on here. And then they wanted empathy and sympathy from people. So they went on Jay Wilson's channel
Yeah.
about and admitting to everything that was said about them in the drag, basically. Confirming the drag was accurate. Yes. Yes.
I was gonna say just football. Now what if
You know, are you ready for some football?
I was gonna do that? Are we ready for some football? That shit.
Let me stop. But anyway, yeah. So it's like now everyone, people was feeling bad, saying that they're not gonna drag them anymore. They're gonna let them just say whatever they want to say, giving them carte blanche to be having bad behaviors. Here's the title. Why is people using mental illness to bad behavior as a reason for bad behavior? No, you're not going to sit here and let me. Well, I'm not going to sit here and let you talk mess to me and about me was not because you came on camera crying and telling a sad story. You better hide the pills and hide the razor blades when you fuck with me because I'm gonna make. I'm just saying. Exactly.
Cabinet.
Yeah, lock it all up. Lock it all up. You're gonna come for me because if you're already there, I'm gonna push you over the edge, and I don't give two fucks about it. Leave me alone. I already warned you. That goes to anybody. I don't bother anybody. This is a conversation that needs to be had on. This is Mental Health Month. We need to talk about this conversation. We need to be able to talk about this.
Yeah, we should be able to have discussions.
Right.
About,
because I think everything is always like things go so fast on YouTube and on social media. Was not people forget about that, but then next week when they're dragging someone again, and then they get drugged up under a car somewhere, and they use all this stuff against them. Oh my God, that's so wrong. It's not wrong. You said you're going to stop, so stop. You came on camera and confirmed everything that was said about you. Because the drag was really epic. It really was. I mean, if y'all didn't hear the drag, baby,
I heard it. I had to. Epic. I was like, ooh.
And funny thing is, when they said, "I'm not dragging," I wrote, "You're not dragging, but you dragging the hell out this person." Because I'm like, damn. Now that was an epic drag.
Yeah, that was. It was, and I wasn't expecting it. I mean, no, I was expecting it because I heard what he said to him. Because that was a tennis match. Now, I'm going to tell you, big man, I'm sorry, whatever. Why did you do that? Because I saw the video that you did to him, and you talked about that man so freaking bad. Even if he did understand your situation and was sympathetic, there would be no reason all gloves would be off because of some of the things that you said. Oh my goodness. And then I said, well, I didn't go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rick's gonna clap back, but I just said, oh, it's coming. But I didn't know it was coming that soon. That was horrible, big man, what you said about him. That was
saying names.
I'm sorry. Ego Migo. That was horrible. Oh,
But
you said it was. You saw the drag too, and it was epic. It was a mess.
yeah, it was epic. Like my thing is like, and thing is, but thing is, y'all don't realize that individual yesterday has been bothering this other individual for months,
Mm-hmm.
saying stuff for months.
Yes, you're right.
My thing is, at some point, like I said, he's much not nicer than me because y'all know I give a fuck about you.
Oh,
If I,
you were taking care of that a while ago, but I remember he started with a whole lot of people. It
yeah,
was like about 15, well, no, 10 people that he was going to be coming for. And yeah.
right. And my thing is, and then so yesterday you get drugged to your goddamn bone marrow, to your DNA. Well, now you got drugged for that. Then you fall out with your quote unquote good girlfriends as well. So now you want empathy and sympathy. No, I can't. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can't take it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not putting it past whatever happens. But I'm not worried. I mean, I can't worry about it because leave people alone. No one wants to be poked all the time. You can only poke people for so long before they start poking back.
Yeah, and then if they do something back that you're not like you can't tell nobody how to fight back, and they do something back that you don't expect it, you can't cry and say, "Well, damn, I didn't think you was going to do that." Well, shit, what do you expect? You can't tell people how to fight.
Exactly. Like that. It was so epic. I might have to go watch it again today.
I know, right? I might have to go watch it again too. I was like, damn. So I study people and shit. I'm like, well, damn, I'm gonna use that shit.
The thing is that, like I said, everything that was said in that drag was confirmed on Jay Wilson's platform. Mm-hmm. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
See, my thing is, like, just be quiet.
I felt sorry for the lawn people. I felt sorry for the lawn people. I said, at any moment now, somebody gonna get cussed out. You see the lawn people, right?
Who?
The lawn people.
Who's the lawn people?
The people were coming back with the snow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. The leaf blowers and stuff. Yeah.
The leaf blower. I said, they getting ready to get a piece of it too. Oh Lord.
Have a good day, Miss Queen. Thank you for coming in, baby. And you know I'll be praying for you, sweetheart. You have a good day too, sweetie.
God bless you, baby.
Yeah, my thing is like people don't like. I mean, when you harass people on a constant basis, was not for someone else, because it was for someone else while they attacked the individual.
Yeah, and that was the part. You better, I mean, not you, but people need to stop sticking up for other motherfuckers because you don't even know what's going on with that. Now, yeah, why? And you ain't the one to be sticking up for everybody. If somebody gonna stick up for me, goddamn it, I want somebody that at least can have a goddamn good read down. No, man, that was not the person to be sticking up for you.
But yes, I'm like, I mean, people need to realize that, like, that's what, all because somebody else was not. You want to smell something, like you want to smell the whiff of the cootie cat. So therefore, you want to be grown and want to be Captain Save a person. No, don't do it because, like I said, they were nice.
They were, and they said that they would come back again if they have to.
Right.
I hope that person just leaves that person alone.
But what he said was that they're going out of town for a couple of weeks, so it may be a couple of weeks because they're going to spend time with their family and friends. And I hear they was driving to back home.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, so my thing is like, like I said, leave people alone. That's what I'm saying. When people ask you to leave them alone, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Especially when you have all these ailments and afflictions, what's not going on with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like my thing is like I said, I can just, if I had to, I'll look at a video and clown you so hard. And now that I have this other ammunition, baby, shit, I got stuff in my mind right now saying choke on gravy and all that stuff. Leave me alone.
Oh Lord, not this. Oh, I was going to say something, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to ask that person really what had happened because sometimes I can get a good answer or something that sounds logical, but I don't know if I'm able to pull one out with that one because that was just so wrong.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Like everyone wants
to make any sense.
Saving everybody was not leave people alone.
Mm-hmm. But the sad thing is, I don't think they would get it. I don't think that they understand it. I don't know if they would be able to understand it. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't.
No, but the thing is, they're not, but like Deanna always said, that individual is not as slow as people say they are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand people with certain afflictions have certain skill sets that they excel at, but
Yeah,
you're able to pick up what people are saying, what people are doing, and use it to your advantage.
that's a sign of intelligence.
It is. You may have a speech impediment. You may have all these other things, whatever going on with you, whatever
Mm-hmm.
you're saying, all these other traumas and whatnot. But I won't call you out your name like that. Well, I will if I'm reading you whatnot, but I won't even think it
Mm-hmm.
because you have shown that you can adapt to situations from stealing people's taglines to stealing people how people do after the 30,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like my thing is, you're smart enough to pick up all these things was not to help improve your channel or to help improve your image was not. But yet now you want me to help? I can't. No, 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 no. There's too much going on. I see too much. I know too much.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen too much. That's why I can't. I won't. I shall not.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So that's like. So I understand how people have a soft heart, have an open heart, and have all these. Oh my God, this is serious because they mentioned this word. No, it's not serious for me.
Yeah.
It's not. What's up, Pastor Halls, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing?
Hey. So J Boss had typed something in there.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to play right up right now because I definitely believe that. Oh, I caught the shade in that second sentence on J Boss.
He's not slow at all. He is clearly of average intelligence. He only
That's the
has.
read right there. That's the read. Average intelligence.
Uh-huh. I can tell the difference. Oh Lord.
That's the shade and the read.
It
He
sure
is
is.
clearly of average intelligence.
Not even beyond or below, just average.
That's the shade, J Boss, right there.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I think that too. I because I was wondering for a while, but the more I listen to him, I don't think there's anything that's wrong with him. I think at some point it's just, maybe the speech thing, but everybody has a little something when it comes to speech and speech.
Everyone on here have a speech impediment.
Yes, I
Everyone.
agree.
So
Hmm.
when people trying to say that, oh, call me Stuttering Stanley, baby, that doesn't hurt me. I give a fuck
No,
about that.
yeah. So everybody has something, but I don't detect the beyond. I don't detect him being slow. I'm trying to figure out the right word to say. I don't detect that.
Right.
I think he is average, and I think he does have a little speech thing, and so yeah. But you still sometimes people need a sense of discernment. You need to know what's right and what's okay to say and what's not okay to say. And I don't think that has anything to do with mental illness. I don't know what's that. What is that thing? Tourette's, when they just say certain
Yeah.
things.
It's
Motherfucker.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they can't hold themselves back from saying certain things. And I don't know why it's always bad words. I don't know why it's not like ice cream or snow cones. See, I'm not even trying to be funny food junkie.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
It sounds so stupid. It sounds better. Fuck you. I mean, F
Right.
it, F it. Yeah. Shit,
The
shit.
funny thing is, I have a friend that has Tourette's,
Uh-huh.
and like when we hang out with, like, he's cool as hell. He's cool. He really is cool as hell. But like he has like this jerking thing, what's not. You know what I'm saying? And he just says little stuff like that, whatever. And it's like initially I was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? But now it's just like whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we all have our own little afflictions, was not. We all have our own things that we're
Yep.
dealing with, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't feel bad for people, was not, because hell, I deal with my own shit. When I get too excited, I stutter and stammer. Like I said, there was one video of me doing it so hard and so bad that I had to pull over and just laugh at myself and then turn off the damn camera. Like I couldn't get a word out. When I said I couldn't get a word out, I couldn't get a word out. And you think that calling me Stuttering Stanley is going to bother me when I'm laughing at myself?
No.
On camera doing it? Come on now. Like y'all need to grow up.
I have a thing where I'm thinking too fast. I'm thinking too
when
fast.
I think too fast, I speak too fast. Was not so my words and blur together, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I mean, if I choose to slow myself down and speak articulately, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But one way or the other, I don't care. I'm still gonna say what I need to say and get it out.
Right.
But yeah, like it was real funny to me. Like it was just yesterday was a mess. Like I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel sorry. I'm like, okay, whatever. Leave people alone. You gonna get drugged.
It was
That was my whole.
very obvious. It was very obvious, and you did note it, and I noted it too. But I just didn't even think about it to even, say anything else. I just kind of like put it in the back of my mind. But yeah, I saw it go down, and I do want to speak on it because, like I said, especially since now is that month.
Yes, mental
Mhm.
health illness, whatever. Yeah, not someone ever, but you know what I'm saying.
And Jay Boss, we need you to be there.
But
Jay
yeah,
Boss.
I mean, it's a but like I just don't get like stop playing these games. Y'all keep playing these games without, but like I said at the very beginning of the video, when people are claiming certain things that is not actual and factual, you are diluting the empathy and sympathy of the people who actually have these afflictions and ailments.
Exactly.
Because just like the person who cries wolf, the little boy who cries wolf, when you really need something about what's not, they're not going
Nobody,
to be there.
nobody's coming. Right. You've exhausted that.
Exactly. So stop playing these games. It was not for your own betterment, whatever, because it's not going to work out for you in the end. It really isn't.
Hmm.
You want people to sit here and placate you and woo 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 you and coddle you and play with you was not. No one has time for that. You're a overgrown as individual.
Hmm.
I'm not breaking my back to lift you up. It ain't happening.
Oh, I just got a visual.
I'm
Not
just,
the food junkie.
I ain't doing anything but talking the truth. I don't have time to play with people all day long. I don't like the thing is that's why I think I'm so straightforward because I think I don't have the time or the energy or the patience
Hmm.
to try to beat around the bush with people. You fucking up. I see you fucking up last night. You fucking up. Stop it.
Hmm.
Now either like it or don't, or change it or don't. But I'm not gonna keep on engaging with you in this bad behavior. I'm not gonna partake in this all day long with you. And act as though I don't see it, act as though I don't understand it, what's going on. Stop it. Stop
Hmm.
people's intelligence. And the thing is, and like Jay Boss said, like I said, well, it's not before. People with certain issues, they know what's going on, and
Oh
they
yeah.
know they can use, like you said yourself, with your little disability right now was not. You use that at your advantage at times.
I did. Hmm.
You saying, and not saying nothing's good or bad about it, not judging anybody for doing it, but just recognize I know what's going on. I see it.
Hmm.
I see it, basically.
Yeah. Now, if the
Yes.
person that I had asked to get something for me, if they would have said, I'm not doing shit because I know anything wrong with you, that would have been a whole different goddamn conversation. But at some point, you realize people just want to help you, and I just kept saying no, no, no. And so finally I just said yeah. And I'm like, I know I could have done that myself, but.
Right.
But yeah, I think that person needs to stop doing that if that's what they're doing. Um, and it's not good. It's not a good look. And definitely, it did come out yesterday, and I saw it, and that was the last thing that I remember, because that's how it ended on his channel.
Right.
That.
I mean, you're attacking people was not, and then when they attack you back, fun thing is because the individual that read their ass to the ground and back,
Hmm.
then it wasn't saying too much about them, wasn't doing all that was not. But thing is, y'all know the individual was not line you up.
I was waiting for the lawn leaf blower man to get cussed out, so that person was gonna get cussed out. I said, "Oh Lord."
No, you're not gonna cuss out your people who
Oh
does your
yeah.
because next you know they'll blow them leaves in your damn house. Keep it moving.
And you know what was funny? Because in the video that the other person had done towards the person that had the lawnmower man there,
Uh-huh.
they had even said, "I heard your backyard is nasty and this and that."
Yeah,
How did they know all that?
it was coming from people that they talked to behind the scenes.
Oh, I was like, now this is way too much detail.
And when he was like, well, like the point is, people don't understand. People think that living in a trailer or owning a trailer at one point in time is a read. That's not a read. They own something. They own something, and we see how these individuals keep themselves up. So the trailer they had, I'm sure, wasn't nasty or bad.
No, no, not all trailers are bad.
We
No.
seen his closet,
Hmm.
so we know he is more meticulous in his closet than I am. My shit is horrendous. I still got shoes and boxes that I haven't worn yet. You know what I'm saying? Their stuff is
Hmm.
all placed neatly and stuff. So they keep themselves halfway decent at least. So why the hell you think the person's gonna live where a backyard is all crazy with that, especially when they have an HOA fee?
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out, and then that timing was just like really weird. So yeah, well,
Leave people alone. You think the people's not gonna sit here and get you? Shit.
and then if you're really gonna come at somebody, wouldn't you come at somebody that you think you might have a fighting chance with? I mean, I'm just saying.
But they thought that because for the past several months they've been harassing this individual, and this individual has been ignoring them.
Uh huh.
So they thought that they're gonna do the same thing yesterday, and the person wasn't gonna clap back. But you went too far.
Hmm.
Said too much. Say less.
Well, that person did the ultimate clap back. That shit was epic. I'm gonna watch that one again as soon as I get off of here.
So am I. I'm gonna watch it while I get ready for work.
I know, right? I'm sorry, and it's just enough time to. What is like 25 minutes or something like that? It's not.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just get in there. And then the thing is, I know that he didn't want to do it because he was like, "Man, I normally don't do this," and I know some of my people's gonna say I know better than this and that. He said, "But," and
Right.
his buts, all of his buts were very legitimate reasons, like you said. He had been picking on him for so long and hadn't said anything, and he's like, "Okay, well, let me just kick him back into play. Hopefully, this will end it." I hope it
Exactly.
does end it because there's no coming back from that.
You right, town baby. You gotta listen to people in your chat was that's in your ear. That's what you listen to. That's and got your feelings hurt. And we know that they like to cry a lot anyway.
Mm, yeah. Well, let me take my butt back to work and on the download put that video in and listen to that for the next 25 minutes. It's always been a pleasure speaking with you, food junkie.
Always view, baby. Appreciate you coming up, baby, and giving your opinion. Like I said, I mean, like I don't want people to think that I'm picking on the situation. I'm talking the situation. In the
Hmm.
situation as I see it. Y'all can talk about it as y'all see it. But my thing is, I don't have empathy for that. I don't have sympathy for that. I don't care about you admitting and I'm saying all that to what was said about you was not. Oh well, it's true then, right? Okay, then leave people alone. You have
Hmm.
too much to worry about, too much to go against you for you to be mess with people. Stop
Yeah.
hating people. But
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here, baby. Thank you so much for your giving me your opinion and things like that.
Oh, you're welcome. And I'll be going back in the chat and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Bye bye.
Bye bye. But yeah, everybody, I want everybody to understand what you're saying. I understand how people think that, well, if certain words are trigger words, certain things that people say or do will trigger certain emotions from you. But at the same time, we need to be very mindful about why people are doing what they're doing and what they've been doing previously, because your past does dictate and determine how I treat you, present and future. It really does. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. Yes. Oh, that was a good one too. I'm gonna have to go back and find that one too. But yeah, like people understand, like y'all call this the beef sector, but yet when y'all get into a beef and can't handle what's cooking, what's on the grill, everybody want to be a victim. Everyone want to tell us the story of sadness and how they was picked on and messed with and this, that, and third. Mm-mm. We ain't doing that today. We're not doing that today at all. I want you to be able to stand in your ish and be what you need to be. But yeah, so, I just want to come on here and talk about this what's not and keep you guys aware of people trying to use mental illness as a crutch or as a cop out for that bad behavior. We can't allow that, because when we allow it, you know what I'm saying? We can't get mad when they do it. But when we see it, we just talk about it or call it out. I know I'm going to, because you're not going to sit here and play in my face and tell me that I'm crazy. Won't happen that today. But yeah, y'all, I didn't want much. I'm coming to talk to y'all about that. It's been about a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? I think this was a good conversation. I think it was something that we need to discuss more often. Not just this month, but every time we see something suspicious coming afoot, we need to call it out and tell them what we see. Because especially when people behave badly on a continuous basis and then want you to sit here and collar them. We can't do that. All it does is promote bad behavior. That's all it does. Sorry about that. All it does is promote bad behavior. And we can't be falling victim or falling um letting things fall aside as if we don't see what is going on. You need to get off this whole I don't like this person, but I like this person right here, whatever. Bad behavior is bad behavior. And correction is correction. Now, was the correction um too much? I don't think so. Because the behavior has been going on for a while. The bad behavior has been going on for a while. So I don't think the correction was overkill at all. I think the correction was exactly what was needed. If more people get corrected like that, was not, people will be less inclined to jump into things, less inclined to insert themselves, less inclined to keep picking at people. Leave people alone. No one, you know what I'm saying, can be a victimizer, but then claim victim when they get their head split open, virtually or verbally, I should say. But you guys, I love you guys for being here. I love you guys for having this conversation with me. I love the interaction in the chat. I'm happy that nobody came in with the bullshit and the nonsense. Thank you so much for that. I definitely appreciate that. Y'all know I love you guys, but you guys know that it's not important that I love you. It's important that you love yourself. You love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. What is this? Okay. You know, but yeah, until next time, you guys, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day. Be safe on these YouTube streets. Be safe in the real world streets. And we had fun, and we will talk to each other at a later time. Until next time, y'all, be safe, love yourself, love somebody else, and be good to yourself as well. Y'all just be good to yourself and everybody else around you. Love y'all. Bye bye.